Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss with the chapter real numbers. So before going to start the chapter, first we have to discuss some points related to the numbers. So can you imagine your life without numbers? So what is the importance of numbers in our daily life? If you observe from birth to death, from morning to midnight, from each and every minute, each and every time, for purchasing, for buying all those things, money matters, all the matters. The money and numbers are very, very important. So a number is our life. Without having the number, there is no life. So if you observe from your childhood, from kindergarten, you started your education or study with the alphabets one side of the slate and numbers another side of the slate. So that is the importance of the numbers. So why I am explaining about the numbers in the sense, today we are going to discuss the real numbers. So real numbers in the sense, the beauty of this lesson, we have learned so many years onwards, so what are the different types of number systems, what are the different types of numbers and what are the operations of the numbers, all those things we have learned. In each and every academic year, in mathematics, the first lesson is related to the numbers only, number systems only. It may be natural numbers, it may be whole numbers, it may be rational numbers and real numbers. And in 10th class also, the first chapter is real numbers only. So before going to start all these numbers, first we have to recollect all the information related to the numbers. What are the different types of the number systems and what are the different types of the numbers and what are the operations we have performed by using the numbers. So all the concept we have to discuss one more time so that we will continue the 10th class chapter. The beauty of this chapter in 10th class, so from kindergarten to 9th class, what you have learned related to the number system we are going to use in this chapter. So we should learn, we should recap each and everything what we have learned in the previous classes. It is very important. So let us move to learn what we have discussed in the earlier classes. Now the next concept is Euclid division lemma. So you know very well Euclid, the famous author of book The Elements. He is a mathematician. So he only introduced this Euclid division lemma. The division means division operation we know very well. Lemma in the sense it is an intermediate theorem, that is a small theorem to prove particular other theorems. That is called the meaning of lemma. So this Euclid division lemma is nothing new. It is old concept only, but the name is new. So before going to the Euclid division lemma definition, I will explain. So we have to discuss some points related to the division. So in division we have a rule. So for example, first in our real life applications. So where we have to use division. So for example, if I have 20 apples with me, I wanted to distribute 7 of my friends. So each and every friend how many apples he will get and how many apples will be left over to me. To do this thing, calculation, what operations I have to perform? I have to perform division. So I have to do division. So to do division, we need two things. One is the dividend, another one the dividend. In this case, what is dividend? The dividend is 20. That means how many apples I have? 20 apples. And the divisor I have to divide to the 7 of my friends. So 7 is a divisor. And how many apples they will get? So in 20, how many times? 2 7s are 14. So 10 minus 4, 6. That means in the division we have one rule. We have to stop the division. If the remainder is less than the divisor, we have to stop the division. So I am stopping here. So that means 20 apples. If I divide 2 apples each person, 7 persons, then 6 apples is left over. So this is called the division. In this division we have some names. This is called dividend and this is called divisor and this is called quotient and this is called remainder. This entire rule is called division algorithm or Euclid division lemma. Division lemma, or we have one more term, Euclid division algorithm. What is the meaning of algorithm? Algorithm is the set of rules to do calculation, perform the calculation. So this is the numbers. So for example, in the place of numbers, if I replace the variables, So I'm going to replace variables. So for example, the number of apples I'm assuming is A, and my friends, this divisor B. Then what are the quotient? This is called Q, and remainder is R. Simply replace these numbers with the variables. So in the place of 20 I am replacing A, in the place of 7 I am replacing B, in the place of 2 I am replacing Q, in the place of remainder 6 I am replacing R. So A equal to BQ plus R. This is the exact definition of the Euclid division lemma. So simple. So given that two positive integers 20 and 7, there exists unit integers 2 and 6, satisfying the condition 20 equals 72 plus 6 is called the Euclid division lemma. In other words, given that A and B are any two positive integers, there exists unique integers Q and R satisfying the condition A equal to BQ plus R, where I already explained the remainder, there is a relationship between remainder and divisor. That means, so 0 is less than or equal or is less than B. That means the R value lies between 0 and less than B. So this is called the Euclid division algorithm. Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma is nothing but about division, and from childhood onwards we are learning division, dividend equal to divided into quotient plus remainder. So that only we are using, by using variables we are explaining the definition. So we no need to worry about it. It is very simplest method. So now I am going to write what is the definition of Euclid division algorithm. Given two positive integers A and B, there exist unique pair of integers Q and R satisfying A equal to BQ plus R. There is a condition where 0 is less than or equal to R is less than B. So this is a given two positive integers A and B. There exists unique pair of integers Q and R satisfying A equal to BQ plus R, where 0 is less than or R is less than B is called the Euclid division lemma. So this is nothing but already I explained in the previous example, 20 equal to 7 into 2 plus 6. So the same example. So actually in this question, so to prove we are going to prove some questions. So for that purpose, we have to identify the relationship between B and R. So there is a relationship between B and R. If you know the B, you can identify the R also. So how? So for example, there is a condition, the remainder always less than the divisor. So say for example, if B equal to 3, then R value either 0 or 1 or 2. If B equal to 4, then the remainders may be from 0, 1, 2, 3. Remainder, the least value of the remainder always 0 and the greatest value is less than the divisor. If B equal to 4, B equal to 5, then remainder equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If B equal to 6, then the remainder either 0 or 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If B equal to 7, then R equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is the way you have to identify. If you don't know the B, there are the possible remainders for this. So this is the Euclid division lemma, and these are the relationship between divisor and remainder. Actually, this Euclid division lemma is used to compute the HCF of the two numbers. So to find out the HCF or to compute the computing means calculating the HCF of the two numbers. We will see one question, how to find out the HCF of any two numbers by using equal division lemma.
HCF of 50 and 70 using Euclid algorithm.
So by using Euclid division algorithm, you have to find the HCF of 50 and 70. So solution for this question. So first by Euclid division lemma, A equal to BQ plus R, where 0 is greater equal to R is less than B. In the given question, one is the dividend and one is the divisor you have to take. The greater number you have to take as the divisor, dividend, and the smaller is the divisor. So from question, dividend A equal to larger number 70 and divisor B equal to smaller number 50. So do division. 50 and divide with 70. 170, 150 are 50. So remainder is 20. So apply Euclid division algorithm. So what is A? A equal to 70 is equal to B. What is B? 50 into quotient 1 plus remainder 20. For the next condition, this divisor will become dividend, remainder will become divisor. That means 20 you have to divide into 50. So 2 20s are 40. So 10 is the remainder. Apply. This is the A 50, 20 into Q 2 plus remainder 10. So you have to do this until you have to get the remainder 0. And again, this 20 will become dividend and remainder 10 will become divisor. So this 10 and next this 20 will come here. So 2 10s are 20. So remainder 0. So 10 into 2 plus remainder 0. So by which divisor remainder we are getting 0, that is called HCF. So we are getting, if the divisor is 10, we are getting remainder 0. So 10 is called HCF. Therefore HCF of 50 and 70 is equal to 10. So this is the we have to find out. Here in each and every condition, the divisor will become the dividend and remainder will become the divisor for the next step. So this division, each and every step you have to apply the division algorithm, and by which divisor the remainder you are getting 0, that divisor will become the HCF of them. This is the way you have to do the HCF by using Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma. This is the question on the division algorithm. Use division algorithm to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p plus 1. So here, this is a theorem. By using Euclid division algorithm, it's intermediate theorem, we have to prove this theorem. Okay, the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. So to solve this question, first these type of theorems are 3 parts. The first part, you have to write the Euclid division lemma definition. In the same step, you have to identify B value and R value. So if you know the B, you will get the R value easily. Second one, calculation of cases. So depends on the remainder, we will get some cases. So next, third one, conclusion. So conclusion in the sense, from question we can write.
So after show that what is there, the square of any positive integer is of the form 3 with 3, that is the conclusion. So in this one, these 3 steps, the first step and the second step, these 2 steps comes from question only. From question only we can identify. This calculation, these calculations only, we have to do the calculations. So for that calculations, we have to know the 2 formula. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. This formula we have to know. Next one, A plus B whole cube equal to A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B. These 2 formulas are very important for the calculations of this. So in the question, 2 points are important. They are asking the square of a positive integer. The square, that means you have to use the A plus B whole square formula. Sometimes they will give the cube. At that time you have to apply the plus B whole cube formula. So square of any positive integer and 3p and 3p plus 1. So these 2 points are very important. So from equal number definition we know very well. Given that two positive integers A and B satisfying the condition A equal to B cube plus R 0 is less than or equal to R is less than P, that is we know very well. And conclusion also after show that what is it, that only we are writing, and calculations by using these 2 formula we are going to write the formula. This is very important. These 3 steps you have to follow, and this is one of the most important 4 marks question. We have 3 types, one square question, one cube question, and even a odd number questions are there. So square and cube questions are very important for the 4 marks. So you have to concentrate. So now it's time for solution. In entire question, the 2 things are important: square and 3p and 3p plus 1. So if you observe 3p and 3p plus 1, first, what is the first step? You have to add the Euclid division number definition. So by Euclid division number, you have to write the full definition, given that A and B are 2 positive integers. So that definition you have to write full, and by Euclid division number. So what is the condition? A equal to BQ plus R, where is less than equal to R is less than B. This condition is very important. Next, how to identify B and R. First, how to identify B? Yeah. So in this question, 3p is one term and 3p plus 1 is another term. In this term, the coefficient of p is 3, and here also coefficient of p is 3. That means that is the B value. Why? Because B into Q. So 3 into, here P is acting as Q, and 3p plus R. So this is B into Q plus R. So here what is B? So from question we can identify that B equal to 3. If B equal to 3, what are the possible remainders? Then R equal to either 0 or 1 or 2. Each remainder is one case. So now this is the first part completed. What is the first part? First you have to write the definition by Euclid division number equal to B plus 1. Now you have to identify the what is B. How to identify the B? From the question, this number, the coefficient of which term is called, which the quotient of term is called 3. So number 1. So coming to the step number 2, calculations are cases. So first, what is the case 1? Case 1. Case 1. So we know that here B equal to 3 and first case R equal to 0. Yes, sir. So each and every remainder is one case you have to take. So substitute in the question in the Euclid division lemma. A equal to B Q plus R. This is the Euclid division lemma. Okay. So A equal to we don't know A equal to 3 into Q plus 0. So that means A equal to 3 into Q. So here is asking the square of any positive integer. So we have to take square on both sides. So you have to take square on both sides. If you do square on both sides, A square equal to 3Q whole square. That means A square is equal to 9Q square. But what we have to do? We have to go 3 into some P. So 9 you can write as 3 into 3q square. Sorry. So 3 we are getting in the place of 3q square you can write the p. So a square is equal to 3 into p, where p equal to 3q square. So we are proving the square of a positive integer is of the form 3p. So next case 1 the r is equal to 0. Now take the case 2. So case 2. In case 2, b equal to 3 and r equal to 1. So simply substitute here a equal to bq plus r. Here what is a? A equal to 3q plus 1. Now we have to find out the square. So square on both sides, that equal to a square equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. So this is in the form of a plus b whole square formula. So we know by using a plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2a. So a square is equal to 9q square. 3q whole square is 9q square plus b square is 1 square plus 2 into 3q into 1. So a square 9q square. So here 1 is in the last, so flip this one. 2 3 are 6, 6 into 1 6q. 6q plus 1 square is nothing but 1. So we have to prove 3p plus 1. Plus 1 we are having. So in these two terms we have to take common 3. Why I am taking common 3 only? Simply we have to show that 3p plus 1. So in the 9 and 6, these two numbers divisible by the 3. So take common 3. Only in these two terms. So if you take 3 common, 3q square plus 2q plus 1. So in the place of 3q square plus 2q, we have to substitute the p. Why? Because in the question they are asking p. So we can write it as a square equal to 3 into p plus 1, where p equal to 3q square plus 2q. So case 2, we have case 3. So there is no space, but I will explain one more time here. Afterwards I will drop and I will explain the third case. So see here, use Euclid's algorithm to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. So this question I divide into 3 parts. The first part is the Euclidean number definition you have to write. Next you have to identify the b value and r value. So how to identify the b value? In the question they will give 3p or 3p plus 1. Here what is the coefficient of p? 3. And what is the coefficient of the y? Because a equal to bq plus r. This is b is the 3 and p is the q and remainders are the different. So from question b equal to 3 we identified. If b equal to 3 then r equal to 0 and 2. This is the relationship between divised and remainder, already we discussed earlier. Okay. So now what you have to do now? Second condition, second step is calculation of cases. The first case. So how many remainders you have, those many cases we will get. So here the case 1 we have to take b equal to 3 and r equal to 0. So a equal, substitute in the a equal to bq plus r. A equal to b means 3, q plus 0. So square, why I am doing square? In the question they are asking square. Sometimes they will ask cube. You have to do the cube on both sides. So square on both sides, a square equal to 3q whole square. A square equal to 3p square means 3 square 3 9 and q square. And a square equal to, we have to prove 3 into p. So write 9 3 into 3q square. In the place of 3q square substitute to p. Why? Because p equal to 6. Why I am using p? In the question they given only p. So this variable also we have to observe the question, what is given in the question, then that variable only have to use. That is very important point. So next coming to the case 2. In the case 2, 0, first case completed, second case is 1, r equal to 1. So r equal to 1 condition, a equal b equal to 3 and r equal to 1, a equal to 3q plus 1, square on both sides, a square plus 3. Now this is in the form of a plus b whole square. In the starting, before starting of this question I explained the formula a plus b whole cube square formula, a plus b whole cube formula we have to use. And here we have to use that formula. Why? Because this is in the form of a plus b whole square only. So we have to apply that formula. Here a means 3q and b means 1. So a square equal to a square, 3q square, that is 9q square, plus b square, 1 square, plus 2a, 2 into 3q plus into 1. So actually I have to put 3q plus 1. So this plus 1 I am writing at the end of the terms. And 9q square, 2 into 3, 6, 6 ones are 6q. And I have to prove 3q plus 1. So in these two terms I have to take common 3. So this taking common also you have to observe from the question only. So 3 into this one in 9q square, if you take common 3, 3q square. In 6q if you take common 3, 2q plus 1. So in the place of 3q square plus 2q, what I have to use? P I have to use. So a square equal to 3q plus 1, where p equal to 3q square plus 2q. Not yet completed. We have to do the third case 3 we have to do. R equal to 2. So now I am going to explain the circle. So case 3. In the case 3, b equal to 3 and r equal to 2. Substitute in the a equal to b plus r. So a equal to 3q plus 2. Now question is square question. Square on both sides. A square equal to 3q plus 2 whole square. So that is a square is equal to 3q whole square plus 2 square plus 2 into 3q into 2. Since what form I use here? A plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Otherwise you can use a square plus 2ab plus b square, that's not a problem. So a square is equal to 9q square plus it is 4 plus 2 3 is 6, 6 2 is 12q. So we have to prove either 3b or 3b plus 1. But here there is no 1. But can write 4 as 3 plus 1. So I am writing a square equal to 9q square plus 12q. I am writing 4 at the last. Now I have to take common 3 and I want 1. So 4 you can write as 3 plus 1 and 1 if you leave the 3 you can take common as well. A square equal to 9q square plus 12q. This 4 you can write as 3 plus 1. This is the important point here. In the first condition, first case, second case we have no problem. But here there is a problem. But you have to concentrate and you have to apply some common sense so you will get the question. So I want 3p. So in these 3 terms, 9 and 12 and 3 is common, right? So take 3 common. A square equal to, if you take 3 common, why I am taking 3? Why? Because here we have to prove 3p plus 1. So 3q square plus 4q plus 1 and plus 1 you have to write as this only. 3 I took common 3, so it will become 1. So don't worry, don't confuse this one and that one. Okay, if I take common 3, then this 3 will become 1. So in the place of 3q square plus 4q plus 1, I have to provide the p. So therefore L square equal to 3p plus 1, where p equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. This is the way you have to do. Yes, not yet completed. Third part number 3, conclusion. If you miss conclusion, you will lose 1 mark. So conclusion you can copy from the question only. Therefore, after show that what is the square of any positive integer, is of the form 3b, 3p plus 1. So this is the way you have to do this question. Very important, most important foremost question. Now this is the square. Next we are going to discuss a cube question. algorithm to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. This is cube. That means we have to do the cube on both sides and apply 999. But here one condition is very important. If you take b value 9, you will get a tremendous 9 tremendous you will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 cases you have to do. 9 cases you have to do the cube on both sides. You have to use the a plus b whole cube formula. Is a tedious process. That means a very difficult process. So 9. So 3 is the factor of 9, right? So instead of 9, you can take the divisor of it's a factor. 3 is a factor of 9. So you can take 3. If you take b3, you will get the 3 conditions. So nothing will happen. You can take like that also. If the very larger numbers, if b is a larger number, then one of the smaller factor you can consider as b, and you can prove it will sufficient. So according to 3 conditions. First one, introducing number definition and identifying b and r value. Next one, cases and calculations. Last one, conclusion after show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. That's it. So first condition, first step and last step from question only we will get. The remaining calculation only we have to do. The calculations you have to apply the, if it is square, a plus b whole square formula you have to apply. If it is cube, a plus b whole cube formula you have to apply. And the last variable, whatever the variable mentioned in the question, that we have to use that variable only at the end of the every case. So that is very important. Coming to here, solution. So as usual, the first step by Euclid division lemma, a equal to b cube plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r is less than b. But you have to write the entire definition given that a and b are integers are 3. So next, identify the b value. B value is 9, but I am considering the factor of 9, 3. So b equal to 3. If b equal to 3, the remainder will become 0, 1 and 2. In cases you have to do the calculation cube on both sides. So case 1. In case 1, what is case? B equal to 3 and r equal to 0. Substitute in the a equal to b cube plus r. So a equal to b value 3 cube plus 0. So that from this you will get a equal to 3 cube. But what you have to do? Cube on both sides, because this is cube question. So you don't worry. We have only square, cube, even or. That's the only 3 conditions. You don't need to worry any other, either square question or cube question or even or odd question. That's it. So that square already we discussed, and this is the cube question. So cube on both sides. So a cube is equal to, you will get to 3 cube whole cube. So a cube is equal to 3 cube is nothing but 3 cube is 27. 3 cube is not 9. This 3 cube is 27. 27 cube. So children, they write 3 cube is 9. It is not 9. 3 cube is 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. So here, what we have to prove, what we have to show? We have to show either 9m or 9m plus 1. So in 27, what we have to take common? 9 we have to take common here. So a cube is equal to, take common 9. If you take common 9 from 27, 3 cube. So a cube is equal to 9 into, in the place of 3 cube, what we have to use? Here we have to use the m. In the previous question, in the question they given p, so we use the p variable, but here they given m, so we are taking m. So 9m, where what is m? Where m equal to 3 cube. Successfully we have completed the first case. So coming to the case 2. Yeah. Case 2. So b equal to 3 and q equal to 1. So consider a equal to 3q plus 1 and operation cube on both sides. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 1 whole cube. So this is in the form of a plus b whole cube. So already I am writing here what is a plus b whole cube formula. A plus b whole cube equal to a cube plus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube. Use this formula, a cube plus 3ab of a plus b plus b cube. So what is a here? 3q and what is b? 1 now. So you don't need to worry. Without using this formula also you can do calculation. How I guys can see a cube equal to, first write 3q whole cube. 3 first number cube you have to, first number cube, okay, 3 cube whole cube plus 3 into first number 3 cube into second number 1 no, of 3ab into a plus b. So again write 3 cube plus 1 as is here, 3 cube plus 1, so plus 1 cube you have to write. See this number cube, next is 3 into this number into this number, next into the same 3 cube plus 1 right as is, plus 1 cube we have to write 1. So now coming to the question calculation, a cube equal to 3 cube 27 cube plus 3 into 3 9 into 1 9 cube. Write 3 cube plus 1 as is, no problem, and 1 cube is 1. So either 9m or 9m plus 1, but here plus 1 is there, so we can prove 9m plus 1 here. So in these first 3 terms, what you have to take common? 9 you have to take common. Not to 3 terms, only 2 terms. 27 cube 1 term and 9 into 3 cube. This total is 1 term. And here is 9 common and here also 9 common. Take 9 common. So a cube equal to 9. I am taking 9 common. Why? Because here we have to write 9 into some number. So that I am taking 9 common. So even 27 9 3 also common. But I am not taking 3. Why? In the question they are asking 9. So I have to take common 9 only. Okay? This point is very important. 9 into 3 cube plus 9 already we took common, q into 3 cube plus 1 plus 1. So in the place of this number we have to write the a cube equal to 9 into 3 cube plus, instead of this number we have to write the variable m, 9m plus 1, where m equal to 3 cube plus q into 3 cube plus 1. This is the case 2. So look at the board once. So what is the case 2? Simple, only calculation a plus b whole cube formula. That's it, a plus b whole cube formula. Use it division together to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. First condition division definition we know very well. Identification, if it is b is 9 but I am taking 3, why? Because you will get number of b equal to, actually b equal to 9, but 9, if you take 9 you will get 9 conditions, 9 cases, so lengthy process. So instead of 9 the factor of 9 is 3, I am taking b is 3. If you take b is 3 then remainder is 0 1 2. So now case 1, b equal to 3 and r equal to 0, substitute in the a equal to 3 plus r. So a equal to 3 cube plus 0, and here the condition cube question, so we have to do the cube on both sides. A equal to 27 3 cube whole cube, that means 27 3 cube. 27, here we have to show that 9 into someone. So 9 take common. Here 27 3 has come, but I am not taking 3. Here in each and every condition you have to take common 9 only. Why? Because you have to prove 9 9 9. So you have to take common 9 only. So 9 take common 9 into 3 cube. In the place of 3 cube you have to use one variable. The same variable in the question they given m. So you use only m only. So 9m, where m equal to this, what is the number? The 3 cube. So coming to the case 2, b equal to 3, q equal to 1. So a equal to 3 cube plus 1. Cube question, so take cube on both sides. So a cube equal to 3 cube plus 1. This is a plus b whole cube. A cube plus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube. If you don't know this formula, so no need to worry. Simple, first number cube we have to write. Plus 3 is there, write 3. And multiply these two numbers, 3 cube into 1. And the same number you have to write 3 cube plus 1, and plus last plus 1 is there, plus 1 whole cube, so plus 1 whole cube we have to write. So now 3 cube 27 cube, 3 into 3 9 cube, and don't multiply inside, keep like that, only 3 cube plus 1, don't worry about it. 1 cube is 1. So we can 9m we cannot prove, but here last 1 is there, so 9m plus 1, this we are going to prove. So 9 in 27 and 9 is common, because you have to take 9 common, 9 take common, 3 cube plus 3 into 3 cube plus 1. If it is 3 also common, but you should not take 3 common, 9 only common, because we have to prove. According to the proof, we have to do the solution. 3 9 into 3q cube plus q into 3q plus 1 plus 1. So a cube equal 9 into, in the place of 3q cube plus q into 3q plus 1, we have to substitute the m. So 3 plus 1. Not yet completed. We have to do the third case. Case 3. So case 3, in the case 3, b equal to 3 and r equal to 2 you have to take. So substitute in a equal to b cube plus r and a equal to 3q plus 2. So cube you have to do, so take cube on both sides. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube. I am not writing for already, I have written. So directly substitute the formula. A cube equal to this number whole cube, 3q whole cube, plus this number 3 multiply this 2, 3q into 2. And in multiplication only write 3q plus 2 as this, along with the bracket 3q plus 2, and plus is there, plus this number cube. 2 cube, starting 3q whole cube, ending 2 cube. In middle 3 into multiply these two individually and again together. Okay, so a cube equal to 3q whole cube means 27q cube plus 3 into 3 9, 9 2 are 18. Only before bracket only we have to multiply 18q into this 3q plus 2 as you have to write, plus 2 cube is 8. So 8 plus 8, so third condition you will get. So in the first two terms we have to take common 9, as we discussed earlier. 9 3q plus 2q into 3q plus 2 plus 8. In the place of this you have to subtract the ml. So a cube equal to 9 m plus 8, where m equal to 3q cube plus 2q into 3q plus 2. So now that's conclusion. The conclusion, therefore, from the question only it is, after show that the cube of any positive integer, the cube of any positive integer is of form 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So children, my sincere advice to you, don't worry by seeing all these questions. The first time it looks like a difficult question only, but actually 50% of the question from the question only. Basic observation and common sense you have to apply. Remaining calculations, you have to practice calculations once or twice until you get this calculation will be easy, but very important question. So many times they asked in the public examination, sometimes they will change this these values, they will change according to b value, they will change, and the square and cube or even or odd, already square we discussed, cube also we discussed, and now next I will explain the even or odd number. So no need to worry. First time it is difficult, but second time and third time and fourth time it will become very easy. So you will play with these questions at the end of the then just don't worry about it. If we are going to even an odd number, there is no calculation, only concept. Okay. So the general form of even number, general form of even number is 2 into some m, where n belongs to, I think, natural numbers. So next one, general form of odd number will do 2n plus 1. If any number is in this form, then it is an odd number. If any number is of the form, even number. One more important, even into any number, you will get even number only. Any in the sense it may be even or odd. So for example, take 2. 2 into 1, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 4, 8. That means 2 into odd number even. 2 into even also even. Even into odd. Even into even. Even into odd even. So that means even into even is equal to even, and even into odd also even. That is one important part. Next one, even plus even you will get to even, but even plus odd you will get odd. So for example, 2 plus 4 equal to 6. Even plus even. Otherwise 4 plus 10 equal to 10. Even plus even. So coming to here, even plus odd. Okay, 2. So here 2 plus 4, 6. Even plus even. 4 plus 10 is 14. By mistake. Okay. So 4 plus 10 is 14. That means even plus even only. So 2 plus 1. Even plus odd is odd. Otherwise you 6 plus 3. Even plus odd, 9 odd. So these points are very important. That means any number, if you are able to write 2 into some number, then it is the even number. 2 into some number plus 1, if you are able to write, that is the odd number. And this concept is very important for the even and odd. This is the calculation part. There is nothing else in the other calculation part in the even and odd question. So use division algorithm to show that any odd positive integer. So here odd in the sense 2n plus 1 you have to prove. Integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So if you observe 6 into q, that is even plus odd, even plus odd, even plus odd. Yeah. So but here first definition and identification of B. What is B? 6. So in case of even or odd, 6 is big number. Though big number, you have to take 6 only because we are not doing any square and cube, all these calculations. Simple only direct statements we are writing. So take B value 6 only. So first step, by Euclid division lemma, A equal to BQ plus R, where 0 is less than or equal to R is less than B. So next, B equal to, what is the coefficient before the variable? What is the coefficient? 6. And R value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the, so first one, case 1. So B equal to 6, R equal to 0. So A equal to 6q plus 0. That means A equal to, if you take 2, 3q. That is 2 into 3q means this is what? Even number again. It is in the form of 2m. So therefore it's even number. So case 2, B equal to 6, R equal to 1, A equal to 6q plus 1. So we have to prove 2m plus 1. Actually this is even in any number even. The even plus odd number odd. But you have to prove general form is there 2m plus 1. You have to write like this. So in this 6 you can write 2 into 3q plus 1. So 2 into some number plus 1. So therefore 6q plus 1 is an odd number. I'm not writing any variable. Why? Because here a variable also is q only, so I'm not writing anything. So similarly, A equal to BQ plus 2, A equal to BQ plus 4, A equal to BQ plus 6Q plus 4 are even numbers only. Why? Even plus even plus even. So coming to the remaining cases, if b equal to 3, r equal to 3, 1 completed, 2 completed, 3. So a equal to 3q plus 3. This 3 you can write as b equal to 6, right? 6q plus 3, 6q you can write 2 plus 1, right? So a equal to, in these two take common, 3q plus 1. So this is some number, 2 into any number, even plus odd. Therefore 6q plus 3 is an odd. So coming to b equal to 6, r equal to 5. Already 4 already we discussed. A equal to 6q plus 5. Write a equal to 6q. We have to prove 2m plus 1, right? So 4 plus 1. In these two, you have to take common 2. 2 if you take common, 3q plus 2 plus 1. So this is any number 2m plus 1 model. Therefore 6q plus 5 also is on. Very simple. Very simple. If for even question also you have to do like that. If it is even write even. If it is odd write. That's it. And last conclusion. After show that what is there, you have to write here. So odd positive integer of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5 only. So you have to write the statement. So with this, this first exercise is successfully completed. So today, these questions again do practice one more time. So it will be helpful to you. And all of you stay home and stay safe and don't waste your time and learn subject properly. Thank you.